Hey there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast, episode 133, Lie or Lay. My name is Ola and I've been teaching English for over a decade. I believe you can eliminate your language blockade. I've done it, so you can too. You can speak English with more confidence, lay that fear, and enjoy easy communication. Visit my website for full transcripts and worksheets to each episode. Visit my shop at teacherola.com and enjoy your journey to fluency. Happy learning! Hello there, thank you for joining me today. The words lie and lay are often confused because they have similar meanings. However, there is a clear difference between them, and understanding this difference can help you use them correctly in your writing and speech. Before we begin, please let me invite you to grab your copy of Speaking Activator. It's a great tool for helping you start speaking. It's especially useful when you want to begin speaking but have no idea where to start. Grab it, practice, and see what happens. Speaking Activator is the tool we will be using on our first group call in my small group speaking course. So get your copy at teacherola.com/activator. Let's get back to the episode. Let's begin with the pronunciation. Lie, lay. In both cases, the stressed syllable is the first one. When saying lie, the vowel sound is the same as the one in the word I. For lay, the vowel sound is similar to the one in the word hey. It's important to note that in some dialects of English, these two words may be pronounced differently, so the above pronunciation patterns may not be universal. However, in standard American and British English, this should be accurate. Here are the different forms of these verbs in their present, past, and past participle forms. Lie, lay, lain, lay, laid, laid. The problem seems to be clear now. The past of lie is lay. Oh why, nobody knows, but we have to embrace it. Lie means to recline or rest in a horizontal position, while lay means to put something or place something down in a horizontal position. In other words, lie is something that you do to yourself, while lay is something that you do to something else. Here are some examples to help illustrate the difference. If you're tired, you might lie down on the couch to rest. Yesterday, I lay down on the beach to soak up some sun. Can you please lay the book on the table for me? She laid the baby in the crib and covered him with a blanket. In each of these examples, lie is used to describe a person's position, while lay is used to describe an action taken with an object. Listen again. If you're tired, you might lie down on the couch to rest. Yesterday, I lay down on the beach to soak up some sun. Can you please lay the book on the table for me? She laid the baby in the crib and covered him with a blanket. Another point to remember is that lie is an intransitive verb, which means it doesn't take an object, while lay is a transitive verb, which means it requires an object. For example, I want to lie down, no object, and she lays the table for dinner with the object. Now let's go into details. The verb lie has a few different meanings depending on its context, so I will break down each one below. 1. To recline or rest in a horizontal position. This is the most common use of lie and refers to someone or something being in a flat or horizontal position. For example, I like to lie down and read a book. Or the cat is lying on the couch. 2. To say or write something that you know is not true. For example, she lied to me about where she was going. 3. To be situated or located. This use of lie refers to something's physical location or placement. The park lies just beyond the hill. 4. To exist or be present. For instance, the problem lies in the lack of communication. The verb lay also has a few different meanings and uses, so here is an overview. 1. To put or place something in a certain position. For example, she will lay the book on the table. 2. To produce and deposit an egg. For instance, the hen will lay an egg every day. 3. To prepare and set a table with utensils and dishes, like in, he will lay the table for dinner. 4. To establish or impose something, for example, a tax or a law. The government will lay a tax on cigarettes. 5. To strike or beat down, for instance, a pathway or a floor, like in, he will lay bricks for the new walkway. 6. To impose a burden or responsibility on someone, like in, she will lay the task of organizing the party on her friend. One trick to memorize the difference between lie and lay is to remember that lie is an intransitive verb, meaning it doesn't take an object, while lay is a transitive verb, meaning it requires an object. Lie rhymes with die, so like in this idiom, to lie down and die, it means to quit, to give up hope or ambition. Lie down and die. To remember the past tense of lie, which is lay, you can think of it as rhyming with day, and remember the phrase, yesterday I lay in bed all day. To remember the past tense of lay, which is laid, you can think of it as rhyming with paid, and remember the phrase, I laid the book on the table and paid attention to the lecture. Laid, paid. Another way to remember the difference is to associate lie with a person lying down, as in I'm going to lie down for a nap, and lay with someone laying something down, as in I'm going to lay the book on the table. Don't lose hope. With practice, these associations can become automatic, making it easier. But for now, you need to practice to automate the meanings of these verbs. Let's do it. Listen and repeat the phrases. If you're tired, you might lie down on the couch to rest. If you're tired, you might lie down on the couch to rest. Yesterday, I lay down on the beach to soak up the sun. Yesterday, I lay down on the beach to soak up some sun. Can you please lay the book on the table for me? Can you please lay the book on the table for me? She laid the baby in the crib and covered him with a blanket. She laid the baby in the crib and covered him with a blanket. The hen will lay an egg every day. The hen will lay an egg every day. He will lay the table for dinner. He will lay the table for dinner. The government will lay a tax on cigarettes. The government will lay a tax on cigarettes. She will lay the task of organizing the party on her friend. She will lay the task of organizing the party on her friend. She lied to me about where she was going. She lied to me about where she was going. The park lies just beyond the hill. The park lies just beyond the hill. The problem lies in the lack of communication. The problem lies in the lack of communication. Here you have it, the difference between lie and lay, past forms, different meanings in various contexts, pronunciation patterns, and tips on memorizing the difference between the two verbs. Now, go to your inbox and get the worksheet to test yourself. Translate the sentences into English. And if you're not a member of Top People, download the worksheet from teacherola.com/193. Don't forget to grab your speaking activator at teacherola.com/activator. If you find this episode useful, tell your friends about my podcast. Thank you so much for doing so. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Happy learning. Take care, stay fearless, and say it out loud. Bye-bye. Masz blokadę językową. Dużo rozumiesz, ale nie mówisz płynnie. Brakuje ci słów, czasem tych najprostszych. Nie potrafisz szybko reagować. Jak masz coś powiedzieć po angielsku, zżera cię stres. Masz blokadę językową, bo rządzi tobą strach. Na szczęście można nauczyć się mówić swobodnie. Serio, można nauczyć się mówić swobodnie. Weź udział w darmowym wyzwaniu Powiedz coś. Wejdź na stronę powiedzcoś.pl. Zapisz się na darmowe wyzwanie. Your journey to fluency starts now. powiedzcoś.pl